All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back and welcome to the channel. So what we got going on today is I actually got sent, this is a 2020 edition or 2020 style cab light for the 2004 2008 F-150s. And today it's actually from ISSY Auto. And today we're going to install this cab light. And this cab light is in the truck now is also from them. So it's held up great. Nothing's wrong with this cab light. But since we got sent this one, we are going to go ahead and replace it. We're going to show you the install process. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a screwdriver and make sure you have a bit that fits these screws pretty tight, because these screws are very common for stripping out, and you want to make sure you have the right size. Do it by hand, no power tools. Just take your time, get these out, because I think the screws are like $30 or $40 for a set of two. So definitely a very expensive two screws if you ask me. So make sure you get them out and take your time. But after you get them out, I'll be right back with you. So all right, guys, so here, as you can see, both screws are out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick this light up, and as you can see, we have our pins in. So this is going to be the same style. I'm going to set the light gently right there. We're going to disconnect those connectors. But as you can see, this actually comes in a box with styrofoam wrapped in it. So don't worry, guys, you're not going to get it broke during shipping. But this is the same type of connectors on the back of this. So you're going to, if you have a factory light, you're going to be able to pull, you're just going to have to take and twist these and pull out the original bulb, remove your bulbs, set the factory light to the side, and you'll be good to go. However, since we have an aftermarket light already installed, not going to be a big deal. We're just going to disconnect these from the things right here. This one's actually going to be the one. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, guys. There we go. All right, guys. So that's all it takes. This is disconnected. We're going to set this light to the side real quick. And so I'm going to skip to where I unwrap this and get this one ready to put in. All right, guys, we got it unwrapped. And this is a little grommet they do send with it. So these little grommets, they go right here on this line-up hole, as you can see. And that line-up hole is actually going to go in this little hole, there, and there. So it just keeps it from rubbing on the paint, which is a good addition in my opinion. So I'm actually going to have my assistant here hook these up. And one thing you'll notice as he's hooking these up is that these pins, they slide right in, which is a problem that's been known on these aftermarket cab lights, is that the pins are so stiff that they actually give you a really hard time plugging them into the OEM ports. And that's not an issue with this light. As you can see, it plugs right in. And I'm just going to gently set it down here. I'm on, it's kind of hard to do one-handed, guys, but give me just a second. I'm going to get it set in here like so. I'm actually just going to hold it here for a second. I'm going to have somebody else open the door so we can see what the light actually looks like when it lights up. And there we go, guys. And I'm actually going to have my assistant step on the brake of the truck. We're actually going to see the brake light. I think it's a very stylish light. It's definitely a lot different than the normal cab lights you'll see. And I'll actually jump over to this cab light right here. It's actually a previous model that they've released. But as you can see, it just has just regular LEDs, which is a very simple style. And it's very, it's very common that you see on these trucks. And it doesn't look bad at all, in my opinion. This is just, this light is just it's a very different styling than you typically see on these cab lights. But in my opinion, it looks great. And I would definitely recommend. So to finish the installation process, all you're going to have to do is reinstall your screws. And the one thing you definitely want to make sure is you do it by hand. No power tools. The power tools can possibly crack the plastic around the top of the light. And if you do a hand tighten, you run less risk of stripping out the screws that go into these lights. Like I said, it's like $30, $40 for these two screws, which is ridiculous. But hey, guys, I think it looks great. And I'll be right back for the night shot so you can see how much this light puts out at night. So thank you. All right, guys, so before the night shot, I do want to show you what this light looks like in the truck with no wrap on it, all tightened down. So as you can see, screws are in it, everything's going good. And one thing I do want to mention on this light is the seal does not come separate, but the seal is attached to the back of the light, which I think is great. So you don't have to worry about possibly messing up your seal when you go to set it down on the light, anything like that. It's already got one on there for you, and it's already glued down, so you're good to go. No issues with that. And as you can see, guys, it looks great on the truck. It's definitely something different. I'll actually get down ground level so y'all can see what it looks like from down there. So walking up on the truck, around the truck, something like that. I'll go ahead and open it up. You can see it lights up. Everything's all right, guys. So this is what the third brake light. The brake light is not being pressed right now. This is just with the door open at night. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see down in the bed. You can see items in the bed of the truck. We are just going to flip the running lights on real quick on the truck. There's not going to be any difference. Just wanted to show that. And we also want to step on the brake light so we can see what the brake light looks like. Look at that, guys. And that's very bright. Definitely is going to light up anything you want to see. But this light will only come on when you open the door, is when the light will come on. So if you need to see in your bed, just kind of crack your door and you'll be able to see in your bed. Brake light is, of course, super bright. Definitely be able to be noticed up top, and keep you from getting run over. So if you guys like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.